My friend. As I wrote in the November 2016 energy forecast, a time of completion, the end of the 9-year cycle, we are at a pivotal moment in humanity's awakening journey, one that will change the landscape of our personal and global reality forever. So here we are, with just a few weeks left in the year 2016, and wow, have things changed since last month. The final stretch. These next few weeks leading up to the brand new 9-year cycle starting January 1st, 2017, will give us the opportunity to tie up any loose ends we are still choosing to experience. This is an excellent time to take inventory and decide which life lessons, people, places, experiences, and practices you'd like to take with you as you move forward on your journey. This is also the time to release what you know deep down is no longer aligned with your most authentic and true self. Some of the patterns that can move us away from our most authentic, true self include worry, guilt, fear, shame, judgment, lack, and doubt. The simple way to know which you need to release is to take a moment and look at each of these patterns, and ask yourself how each one makes you feel. Do any of these feel expansive and positive? Or do they feel heavy, and not so good? The moment we acknowledge that we are not the energy of worry, guilt, fear, shame, judgment, lack, or doubt, that they are just learned patterns the mind is choosing to identify with, then we are able to create space between ourselves and these patterns. It's in that space, where we step away from the patterns we've identified with, that an opening is created for us to begin identifying with new patterns. Ones that serve to empower and bring us back to our true selves. Some of these patterns include kindness, love, support, compassion, ease, grace, service, and gratitude. In this final stretch of the current 9-year cycle, we will be given the opportunity to finish any unfinished business, such as projects or relationships, that need to be finished. This is part of the clearing out that is now taking place, so that we can create room for more of our desired intentions and visions to manifest over the next 9 years. We are also seeing this play out on the global stage. Old systems and structures that operate covertly and without integrity are struggling in vain to keep things hidden. You may have noticed this occurring already. But this dismantling of the old systems and structures will occur at a much faster pace during the next 9-year cycle. As a result, all of the empaths, light workers, visionaries, and heart-centered people from around the world will be brought closer together, so that their voices can be fully heard, respected, and implemented. This will empower us to create a new system that works for all of Earth's citizens, including Mother Earth, humanity, and the plant, mineral, celestial, and animal kingdoms. Many more people will experience an internal awakening that will move them out of the victim/fear mode and into the creator/love mode. Every person's awakening has a great impact on the awakening of the collective, so it will be exciting to witness the rapid shifts that will take place. The impact of the U.S. elections. Since the recent elections in the United States, the world has been watching events unfold with full interest. Although the current situation may appear bleak to many, especially those living in the United States, the outcome of the election will greatly help to speed up the expansion of humanity's consciousness. The secretive movements and information that once controlled the masses, holding an iron fist over many of the current structures, establishments, and humanity itself, will no longer have the control they once did. Once the light is turned on in a dark room, the room becomes redefined by that light. The amount of light that has been and will continue to enter our hearts and minds is likewise lighting up and redefining life on our planet. With the planet lit up the way it is now, even the densest of energies can't help but be alchemized into light. The resistance to current events that we are seeing around the world is actually a confirmation of this. The mind often resists when it senses impending shifts and expansion. So the resistance itself is a confirmation that great change and expansion is about to happen. The New Horizon. Immediately after the U.S. elections, some people celebrated, while others mourned and even protested the results. On the surface, this range of strong reactions may have seemed to be specifically related to the election itself. But on a deeper level, the world was processing the inner knowing that the world would never be the same again. As we all know, change is often a bit scary for the mind, because it's during times of change that the mind realizes it is not in control. The elections were a perfect example of this, especially because it had been so impressed upon us by the media that one person, the establishment candidate, was surely going to win. Though many disagreed as to whether or not that candidate should be representing them and their country, that choice felt safer and less extreme than the other major candidate. Something similar happened in the UK earlier this year, when a majority of voters voted for Britain to leave the European Union. Millions felt that it would have been a safer, more comfortable choice to remain in the same system as before. Yet the solutions that are viewed as safer and more familiar simply have no effect anymore, especially regarding the old systems and structures. And because of this surprising outcome, things can now move along much more quickly. If a breakdown in political systems needs to occur in order to bring about real and lasting change, that will happen in real time now, without delay. Those who have been on a path of personal growth know that it's often after the biggest breakdowns that the greatest breakthroughs occur. This is where we are at right now, as a collective. Navigation tools. Here are some essential tools to help us navigate through the current climate right now. Make our well-being a priority through daily self-care and self-love. Turn off the news. Spend more time in nature. Drink 10 glasses of pure spring water a day. Nourish our body with organic, low-carb, GMO-free foods. Embrace our emotions rather than suppress them. Volunteer or be part of a local cause and/or community that feels to be in alignment with our true selves. Spread kindness and love everywhere we go. Meditate or have a good belly laugh for at least 5 to 10 minutes a day. Give ourselves a healthy outlet to express ourselves by being creative with music, art, dance, crafts, or other creative outlets. Remember that we are all one family, even though the mind may try to convince us otherwise. Setting our intentions for the next 9-year cycle. These next few weeks are also an excellent time to reflect and be super clear about the kind of reality we would like to create for ourselves as we enter the next 9 years. I will share more on this in the January 2017 energy forecast. But if you'd like to get a head start on what kinds of things you'd like to create more of in your life, this is the time to do that. It can be done through a fun activity like writing, creating a vision board, doing a fun and uplifting ritual, or even getting a couple of friends together and sharing our visions with one another for fulfilling, joyful lives and a peaceful world. It doesn't really matter what we specifically do, as long as the positive intention is there. This will set the tone for how we begin and navigate through the next 9 years. In closing, thank you for being you. Your presence is a very important gift to the world. It's because of you and your willingness to doing the inner healing and clearing work that so much is changing all around the world. For this and for so much more, thank you, and I love you. Until next time. Miraculously yours. Emmanuel.